I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so it's Saturday morning. I am very late out of bed. It is 8:10, which isn't ideal, but I was so tired. I went to bed at 9:30 and I just pretty much slept through, and that's good because I needed a good sleep. So yesterday I did 11,741 steps, which was approximately 5.39 miles. I burnt 3,870 calories and I was in the zone for 73 minutes. So compared to the day before, not quite as good, but we're on a reasonable trend there. And if we look at the exercise that we've done, obviously we had the walk in the morning, the aerobic workout, and then the walk in the evening. So I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, my sleep score for today, I got a whopping 8 hours, 39 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. Okay, so according to the weight tracker thingamabob, we have managed to lose a pound since yesterday, which again is probably just due to daily fluctuations. I'm not really excited about that. And everything else looks exactly the same. So yes, we're 4 days in. I'm not expecting to see a huge improvement already. It's early days. We're starting slow. So let's just keep cracking on. And it's Saturday. So is that a day off? No. No, never a day off. Never a day off. So I feel it's important to be honest with you all, obviously, because otherwise there's no point in doing this. If I can't be honest with you, I can't be honest with myself. Not that I've got anything to I'm not hiding anything, or oh geez, why am I rambling on? Because it's early, give me a break. I'm really tired. I actually feel totally exhausted, to be honest with you, and I know we're only on the 4th day. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. I've had a couple of sneezing fits the last couple of evenings and had a bit of a sore throat, but it's probably something maybe a mix of that and the fact that I have been doing a lot more and consuming a lot less. So far, haven't had any snacks at all, which is absolutely amazing for me, because normally on an evening I'll sit there and consume more snacks than I could, probably fill a shop with, which is not great. So yeah, I'm really happy with myself and my progress that I'm making, but I'm really tired. Get it then. It's bad news on the ham bagel this morning for breakfast. I'm gonna have to have something else because I've eaten all the ham. So, bacon. And I normally like back bacon, but I've only got this streaky stuff from a recipe. Yeah, I'll be all right. Shh, don't tell anyone. Tomatoes just fell out. Oh man, this is so much better than the ham ones I've been having. So the time has just gone past 9 o'clock, which means it's time to get on with work, because I've got a lot to catch up with. I need to edit all of these vlog videos, otherwise you're not going to see them. It's all right me recording everything, but what's the point in that if you can't see it? Now, I normally have my kids every other weekend, so this is a non-kids weekend, which means I've got a bunch of free time. And I say free time, it's time I fill in the blanks of all the stuff I've missed during the week that I wanted to catch up with. So it's the first free weekend I've had in a long, long time because of various personal life events, kids being here on weekends that they're not normally, and family events, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to edit these vlogs, and then I'm going to try and resolve another bad habit. And I say resolve it, housework. I really need to do some housework. It's almost 12 o'clock, which means it's nearly time for lunch. I have edited all of day 2, a lot of day 3, but I've actually run out of clips. The clips are all in you. They're inside the camera, which means I need to plug it into the computer, which I couldn't do because you were running a time lapse. So now I can make Nelly some lunch, go for a bike ride, upload the clips to that whilst having some lunch, and then do housework. Oh man, I got so much to do today.
Full life mixed with tears. We are happy most of the time, and we get along better than fine. Left and right we braid, through the ups and downs we sway. Either way,
go. Bike ride is complete. According to Strava, I've done 5.35 miles, which is good. Took me 29 minutes. I did an average speed of 10.9 miles per hour. There was a big slow bit as I went down the seafront. Obviously, didn't want to go fast along the seafront when there's loads of people and dogs and babies about. And I feel, yeah, it wasn't too difficult, to be honest with you. I could have gone further, but I didn't really want to overdo it. And I know all of you people that live in hot countries keep moaning, oh, 20 degrees isn't that hot. It's not 20 today. It's 21, positively roasting. No, it's not. It's not actually that warm, and there's a really nice breeze at the moment, so I'm not complaining about the weather. However, slightly concerned that over the next coming days, the weather's going to be going up to 35, which is totally unheard of for the UK. We don't ever get temperatures that high, so yeah, that's going to be interesting, sitting in a hot, stuffy office all day working. Great. Anyway, shower and housework. Shower's done, and it's actually already 1:15, which means I'm late for lunch. I don't really feel like eating that much lunch. I'm not all that hungry, so I think I'm going to have that last burrito and make use of those leftovers rather than throwing them away. And then I'm going to get on with the housework. Where's my burrito? Okay, food is done. Housework is starting, and the first job is to empty the dishwasher. Dishwasher's done. It's also full of the stuff that I used today and yesterday. So now I'm going to wipe down the sides. Dettol, because it's magical. Job number 3. Is do the washing, and oh geez, I do washing, I do it regularly, but I have a nasty habit of not taking the clean stuff back upstairs and just leaving it all folded on the wash pile. I've also been going through all of the socks, mainly Oliver's, to find that I don't believe there's a single matching pair that he owns anywhere, which I don't understand, but how can you have so many socks that don't match? So I need to do something with all of those. Jeez. Well, that looks a lot better. Nice and clean, all the washing's away, which means I can move on to job number 3. Oh, don't mind all the recycling down there. Basically cardboard boxes. I keep some just in case I need to send stuff, and the other reason I keep it, another one of my bad habits, is missing the bin man. Oh man, they never come at the same time. Sometimes I wake up and I think I've missed it and it doesn't come to the afternoon and I forgot to put the bin out, and sometimes they'll come really early, like 6:30, and I miss it. So that's something else I need to get hold of. And by the way, all these bad habits, I keep telling you how many I've got. I hope somebody out there is keeping a log of all of the bad habits I got, because I quite like to see a tally of them in the Discord at some point. Speaking of which, if you haven't already joined the Discord, join the Discord, get involved in the chat, and let me know if you're doing any of this stuff. I've already seen some really good comments from episode 1, day 1. Lots of people already doing a similar sort of thing to me. Lots of people inspired to do more health and fitness and stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate seeing all that in the Discord. I'm going to make a channel today so people have got somewhere to discuss it all and post pictures and stuff. So come along. Speaking of come along, I don't want hoovering. No, I don't mind hoovering. Hoovering's not a problem. The problem is that is the hairiest beast known to man. Her hair, all I have to do is touch her and her hair just falls off. She's constantly molting, and as a result, doesn't matter how regularly I do the carpets she doesn't go upstairs. So upstairs fine, I hardly ever have to clean upstairs. But the dust and the hairs that come off her mean that in order to keep this house looking spotless, I would honestly have to do it every day. Now, I don't do it every day, as I'm sure you're aware, but I guarantee you when I do this room in a minute, just this room, we will have a full hoover full of dog hair and dust. Check it out. And the last time I did it, by the way, it's not like, it was months ago. I did it last week. let's find out how much of Nellie's hair I picked up today. I don't know if you can quite tell there, but yeah, that thing is totally full to the brim. And that's just one room. That's what the entire downstairs of the house is like. It's impossible. I love you to bits now, but you're so malty. Well, that's downstairs all hoovered. I've got another almost full box of hair and dust. Speaking of dust, I need to do the dusting next. Well, I think I probably could have done a better job dusting, but let's not run before we can walk, eh? I think I've done a pretty good job. Downstairs is nice and clean. I'm not doing anything with upstairs today, mainly because my kids aren't here all that often. When they are, they're generally downstairs, apart from Jack, who's in his room, but that's Jack's room. I'm not dealing with Jack's room. The rest of it, I only ever go upstairs if I'm either going to bed or going to get a shower. So it's pretty clean most of the time. So I normally just clean that, well, less regularly, let's put it that way. So, yeah, moving on to more editing, because it's 2:20 and I've still got a whole bunch of these vlogs to sort out. It's 4:25. I'm back out on another Nelly walk. We're going the same place we have been doing on the afternoon, so just about to go into the woods again, which is nice. And I'm feeling pretty lazy today. I think I'm doing well in lots of respects. Obviously, I'm keeping everything up. I'm making sure I do everything that I need to do. I'm taking on new things. And I'm doing really good in terms of like not snacking, not grabbing any snacks, not having anything unhealthy to drink. So I think I'm going to call it a lazy day today, and when I finish this walk with Nelly, I'm just going to plonk myself on the sofa and do nothing for the rest of the day. So this might be the last clip you see of me today, we'll see. It's 5 p.m, which means it's time for food, so I'm going to have the rest of the stuff that I made yesterday, and I'm going to feed Nelly, and then I'm gonna put my feet up and relax a bit more. In fact, I have been doing for the last sort of hour or so. I started watching a film. I'm not really keen on it, so I'll probably start another one maybe. Oh, finish it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm tired. Let's hope tomorrow's not such a hard day. Goodbye. It's Sunday, the 17th of July, 2022, day 5, and I'm out walking Nelly already. It's 8:20, so not too early. And I've already done all of my scales stuff and been through my Fitbit app, and I've recorded that, so you'll probably see a cut to that in a minute.
What? What's the problem? You want to weigh yourself? See how heavy you are? See if you've done good this week? Deaf dog.
Okay, so yesterday we didn't clearly do as much as we did the day before and the day before that. The day before we nearly did 12,000 steps, and yesterday we didn't even break 10,000, which is, it's not ideal, but I was feeling it a lot yesterday. And I was so tired. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock. I was just completely exhausted. And on the surface of things don't look like there's any difference really. Since yesterday I've put on a tiny bit of weight, but again, that's probably just fluctuation from day to day. My BMI hasn't changed, my metabolic age hasn't changed. But I did get an awful lot of sleep last night. I was so tired yesterday. I went to bed at 9 o'clock, and although I didn't sleep ever so well, I slept pretty much through. So that's good. I feel a lot better from that today. But the really interesting thing is how this has all affected my heart rate, or particularly my resting heart rate, which I didn't expect to see any change for a long time. But if you look at the graph of where my heart rate's been at over this last month, and you compare that to the graph that shows how much exercise I've been doing this month, you can see there's a massive drop from a peak of 74 beats per minute resting, which is quite high, all the way down to 61, which is, well, where I'm normally at when I'm not being unfit and unhealthy. So that's a really good improvement. So you can see things are changing and getting better, but it is hard work. And I don't know if some of that's got anything to do with having to constantly remember to pick up this GoPro and record everything I'm doing. I think that does add an extra level of, not stress, but complexity to the day that I'm not used to. So it's a big learning curve, it's a big change that I'm doing all of a sudden. However, today, being Sunday, I'm going to do very little other than working. I'm not going to do any exercise. I'm not going to go for a bike ride. I'll take Nelly on a walk, but I'm having a day off. Last night, While Nellie and I were sat on the sofa, I told you yesterday about how much she was molting. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I've decided to get out my Furminator
And take Nelly in the garden and get some of that hair off, because she's molting like crazy. Come on, Nelly.
On the corner of Baker Street, I met you that first time, and I have kept you in my
It's
mind
just so much now.
since then. You know it.
Well, that's probably all she's gonna let me do, but
Yeah, that's a lot of hair.
and I could probably get that much off her every day if I tried. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that should stop the living room being quite so bad for a few days. And of course, seeing as though she was so good while she was doing that, I should reward her with a nice tasty treat.
You want some cheese? Okay, sit. Lay down. Good girl, stand up.
Now you run beside
Oh.
me. Hard wild.
That's it, good girl, well done, well done. Sit. Paul. Good girl. Good girl. Come here.
Focus on nothing but
Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Crawl. 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 Bow. Bow. Oh, nearly. Stand up. Bow. Oh, good girl. Well done. Well done, Nelly. Good girl.
So obviously cheese is Nellie's absolute favourite, but another thing she really likes is when I say sweeties. She loves sweeties. Let's go get her sweeties. We call it sweeties. It's a bit of a lie really, but she doesn't know that. This amazing little toy, although she's chewed it to bits as you can probably see, is amazing. You put her food in it and then she'll chase it round for about 10 minutes trying to get all the food out. She enjoys it and it keeps her busy. There we go, look, it's now full of her little dog biscuits. And the first thing we have to do is tell Nellie
To sit. And stay. 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 No, I have to hide it somewhere. Let's put it behind there. Get it then. Find it. Well done, you found it. Good girl.
I should keep her entertained for a bit. Sundays, the day for resting, a day for doing very little and, putting your feet up, enjoying yourself. Or, if you're like me, you spend 2 to 3 hours dealing with world corruption on the truly bedrock world because for some reason it decided to corrupt itself. So that was fun. It's now 1:30 in the afternoon. I haven't eaten yet. I have fed Nellie, so I'm going to go grab something for lunch and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do, to be honest. So for lunch, I need to eat literally everything in the fridge because it's pretty much all going out of date, which does mean I'm not going to have anything left to eat for tea. It also means I'm going to need to do some more shopping, but basically what I've got
Is chicken and veg.
which is absolutely fine because that's just what I need. That looks yummy. Admittedly not quite so yummy once it's out of the pan, but that's a mountain and all it is veg. And a bit of chicken, there's really not all that much there. So that's, I'm looking forward to feeling full. Yay. 29. To all of those of you that don't live inside of volcanoes, that's hot for the UK. It's certainly too hot to be taking Nellie out for a walk. It is nearly 3 o'clock, so it is Nellie walk time, but sadly, I'm not going to be able to take her. However, I am going to nip across to the supermarket and go and grab a few bits. I'm not going to do a big shop. I'm going to order that online, but I'm going to go grab a few essentials. So,
I'm very sorry, Nelly. Oh, Nelly's sulking. Didn't I take a bit for work? No, I'm sorry.
where I live, yeah, that's really cold. Good for you. It's too hot here. If you're wondering why I think it's too hot to take Nellie for a walk, if you don't know already, dogs can't sweat. They don't have sweat glands. The only way that they can release heat from their bodies is by panting. And where we live in the UK, we're not used to a great deal of heat, so we don't have air conditioning units, so we rely on the house keeping cool. If I take her out for a long walk and then bring her back, she's going to really struggle to cool down because it's warm in the house as well. So that's why I don't want to take her for a big walk. I suppose I could hose her down with a hose pipe to keep her cool, but I think she'd be better off just staying cool in the house and me going and doing some shopping. Jeez. It's just coming up to 5 p.m. I've just fed Nelly and it's time to feed myself, and I don't want to cook. I don't want to eat healthy stuff. I want something fatty. I want something big. I want something bad, but I'm not going to. I also want snacks, and I'm not going to. I've still had no snacks. The fridge is, well, pretty much bare, other than a bit of asparagus and chorizo. So I guess asparagus and chorizo, I got to make a meal out of that. Well, we've pretty much already had that this week already, so I guess I'm going to do the same thing again. Well, I missed half the ingredients this time, but it doesn't look too bad. Well, it does. It looks a steak on the plate, but it looked fine in the pan. Anyway, dinner is served. Yummy. The egg's not runny anymore. Oh, jeez.